All right, guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we got a new project in. We've got Alex's 51 Ford F100 or F1. We're going to be doing a whole lot of tear down. We're basically just going to take it down to the frame rails right now, get all this old stuff out of here because we have all kinds of goodies. We got the Scott's Hot Rods weld-on IFS. We got Willwood brakes all the way around. Got some Alden American coilovers. Let's see what else. We got a rear end somewhere around here, over there. Got a 9-inch for it, and we got some axles. So yeah, we're gonna start by tearing down the frame, getting all of our center lines, and then we'll go ahead and start unboxing all this stuff so I can show you guys. And then, yeah, we'll put it all together. Alright guys, so now that we've unboxed everything, I pretty much laid everything out. We've got all the rear end, 4-link, all of our ladder brackets, or all of our axle brackets, the front 4-link mounting area, pan hard bar. I've got all the rear components separated over here, the coilovers for the front and rear, both in those boxes. Obviously rack and pinion. In front of that, we've got our upper control arms, tie rods, spindles, lower control arms, our sway bar, our IFS cross member, our K member is gonna go in. That'll get welded in. I've got rack notches that need to go in the front end so that the rack and pinion will clear. These are the sway bar mounts. Those will get welded on. Each of our individual upper control arm mounts. See, we've got a transmission cross member mount that needs to go in. All of our hardware. There's some frame gussets that'll go in the front, so that way we can weld the rack and pinion in, or the K member in. And yeah, so got everything unboxed, everything trashed. Let me show you guys real quick. Let me wheel you around. So now, this is all the good stuff over here. We got calipers. Those are our rears. We got hardware, all of our adapter rings and all that stuff. Rear brakes, rear rotors, and then pretty much everything rear right here. We got our drums with our parking brakes, We've got our hubs for the front, our adapter rotor rings, and we got our rotors, guys. Nice and clean. All of our hardware, we've got everything. All right. So we got the frame rails surface condition where we're going to be working in, so that way it's not we're not welding to what rusty metal. Sorry guys, can't talk today. Jimmy went ahead and knocked out the heads of those rivets, so we can go ahead and bust those out right now. From everything I've seen about these kits, having done one already, we're gonna need to plate this whole section right here. So once we get all this rear end stuff off and we get it down to a bare chassis, we'll go ahead and start working on doing the plating for that. And this whole rear end will be out of our way so we can maneuver and work where we need to. But not only the rear, but we'll also end up having to do the front. We'll knock down this big horn right here and get it nice and smooth so we can weld our brackets in there. Same thing with this. If you look, you can see how much is sticking over from here to here. So we'll go ahead and get that out. We'll get these rivets out and we'll be down to a bare frame to work with. And then we can start putting parts on. That'll be the first thing that gets welded on in the front, the K-member, so that way everything else can attach to it. And then back here, these are the brackets for the 4-link as well as for the mounting points for the coilover. These are the front 4-link area mounts, which with this kit, guys, so there's there's a couple variations of this kit, as you guys can tell. When you have this tube in the set in the rear of the truck, the coilovers mount here as well as down here, but they do it in an angle. I'm going to show you guys. Let's see. So, let me see. Not really good pictures that I'm seeing. Yeah, I guess this picture will work. So, if you look at this picture, the coilovers will go mounted at an angle, just a slight, like 10-degree angle, I would say. So they'll mount up here as well as, you know, down here. This bracket is going to be angled like that. So we'll go ahead and get that set up. We can get the rear end placed up under there and cleaned up so that it's ready to weld on. It is mill scale, it's pipe, so we'll go ahead and have to clean that up. But right now we're going to continue working on teardown and prepping for getting the new stuff in. So stay tuned, guys. All right, guys. So this is where I'm gonna end off today's video as part one of the 52 Ford F1 build. So as you guys can see, I've got the majority of the rust in the areas I'm gonna work taken off. Jimmy and I hit the surface conditioner. We got everything cut down. Don't mind this line here, guys. This was a bad marking. We didn't end up needing to cut that much. So what I ended up doing was basically cutting this frame rail flush with the inner, or with the top rail. The chassis is actually upside down, guys. So what I did was cut those flush, so that way tomorrow we can go ahead and box the frame out in this area. And as you guys can see, I'm walking around. I went ahead and did weld through primer all on the inside. We cleaned up as much rust as we could, but in order to keep us progressing, we needed to go ahead and knock that rust down so that way we can box the frame out. Otherwise, this whole thing would need to go to sandblast and get cleaned back off, and then we could get back to work, and that's about a week worth of sitting around waiting that we didn't want to do. So we knocked a lot of it out, and it got us pretty much to where you can see where we're at now, which looks pretty good. So tomorrow I'm going to pick up some material, pick up some 3/16, so that way we can box this area out. And the reason being is a lot of our 4-link components are actually going to mount there, and I need some strength in here and up in here, because the coilover cross member needs to go in over there. So that being said, I obviously need something to weld to, and I didn't want to it's actually not long enough, the piece of tube, to weld inside of this this loop. Plus it looks hokey and it's not my style, so we're gonna go ahead and box the frame out. Client was okay with it, and yeah. So then this cross member will actually come out tomorrow. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make another one that'll go from here to here. And then that way we can get rid of that one, smooth out the rail, and then we can go from here all the way forward with boxing out the frame. We're not gonna do the whole frame because we don't necessarily need to. And the client said, just box the areas that I need to work in. So it's kind of where we're at. I'll show you guys some more of the stuff. I think I already showed you in another video. All the rear setup is all right here. So we're gonna go ahead and start with the rear, get that all knocked out. That way we can get some of these parts off the table, off the floor. You know, I got the axle, the housing and the axle tubes over there. So kind of just need to get some of this stuff off the floor, and then we can go ahead and start knocking out the front. The front is a whole nother piece. We'll have to actually knock out all the rust here too, and then box this part of the frame so that way that K member can mount in there. And I think this will end up staying because this is actually the holes for the radiator, the core sport. So yeah, we're just kind of figuring it all out, making sure everything's cleaned up and dialed in, so that way when we get to welding, we're not working with some porosity and rust and all that good stuff. It just makes work a little bit harder. I'm here to get this job done for the client and do it fast and reasonable. And so, you know, that's what we got to do, guys. So tomorrow I'll have a lot more recording, a lot more content for you guys. We'll start putting in suspension and all those components and all that stuff. But that's going to wrap for today, guys. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure that you guys like, subscribe, share it, all that good stuff, guys. And don't forget to follow me on Instagram and on TikTok. Same as my channel on YouTube, it's Murillo Fab Works. So enjoy, guys. Have a good night.